Hey, y'all, hey. How's everybody doing? Y'all come on in, tap the screen, share the live, tap the screen, share the live, tap the screen and share the live, tap the screen and share the live. Do it fast. Do it quick. Hey. Do it in a hurry. Hey, hey, hey. Let's go, let's go. Hey, Danielle. You love my makeup. Beautiful job. Thank you. I'm wearing it's Adriana Nicole Cosmetics. I think this is the I Am Glam palette. Small business owner, woman, own business. And she makes these beautiful, beautiful, beautiful eyeshadows. So that's what I'm wearing today. Hey, Unique Monique, what's going on? Idea, thank you for the heart me. Y'all tap that screen, share the live. Y'all know the drill. Okay, I'm shadow banned. So I need y'all to tippity tippity tap 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 tappity tappity tip 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 tip. Get those taps in. Okay. That's what I need y'all to do. Hey, big dog. We're trying to get up to our first 10,000 likes, 50 shares, so we can get the show on the road. And because we need to get into this. Okay, we need to get into this. Hey, Chopper One, what's going on? Hey, y'all. Hey, love. How you doing today? Happy Friday, by the way. Let's see. Hold on. Let me set my alarm so I can make sure I'm on time when we get up out of here today. Okay. I'm doing all right, girl. If I'm being honest, like I'm productive, but I'm kind of like behind, if that makes sense. Like I'm getting stuff done, but things, you have a day where you're getting stuff done, but it takes you longer to get things done than you anticipated. That's what I got going on right now. So stuff is happening. Thank you for asking. I'm doing well. Just everything just happens to be taking like a little bit longer. Thank you, E. Danielle. Let's see. I'm doing well. You love the makeup. Thank you. This is the Adriana Nicole Cosmetics palette. I think it's the Glamorous palette, and I can't think of the name of the colors. One of them is green, is what it reads when it's inside of the little container, and the other reads is blue. And so I basically did the green at the top, and then on this part is where the blue started to give me this mermaid effect. That's going on. And then I took a espresso brown and did it in the inner corners to like deepen the brown situation going on. I don't know the name of her colors. But if you go to Adriana Nicole Cosmetics, you'll see the palette. Because she has one that's just like all golds and metals. It's like golds, coppers, bronzes, stuff like that. But the palette I have the colorful palette. So the palette I have, it has like a pink color, a white, a green, a blue, a purple. But when you put them on, like her eyeshadows are created to do like halo effects. So it like one color looks like multiple colors at one time, if that makes sense. But I have on two. So that's how I was able to get the mermaid situation going on. So yeah. But just look up Adriana Cosmetics and you'll see her. And she sells palettes with like nine. It has the three transition colors in it, and it has three transition colors, and then you have the six of the iridescence. I can't think of what she calls these type of eyeshadows. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm having a brain fart. Hey, what's going on? Y'all tap the screen, share the live, tap the screen, share the live so we can go ahead and get started today. Okay. We only up to 519 taps. Y'all know I need a lot of taps. Y'all know, baby, they've been trying to suppress me because I get on here and I tell the truth, and the red hats don't like that, and they report me. They report me over and over and over. And I have had my accounts taken away from me, but I was able to get the accounts back. So unless y'all have to tap the screen and y'all have to share the live. That's the only way that people will know that we are on board. Hey, CC. Thank you so much. You said would love to see your makeup routine before you come on camera. So the only reason I have makeup on today is because we have the 3-day training that's happening. And anytime I do trainings and stuff, I take that more seriously. I put on makeup. And sometimes, normally when I guess maybe I could start doing it on the tube, but normally I'm on TikTok, and that's where I'll go live and I'll do my makeup. So yeah. hmm But most days, believe it or not, girl, when I get on camera, it's eyeliner and lip gloss. In some days a lip liner if I'm doing a lot, but yeah, that's what I'm big into. You said it's starting to freeze already. If it is freezing, y'all can go over to the tube. Y'all can hit the tube. I'm live over there on the tube today as well. Y'all hurry up so we can get started. We're only at 1,900 taps because I got to get off because we got private training tonight. Speaking of the training tonight, quite a few of y'all registered for training. However, you did not give us your email addresses. And when y'all DM me and y'all are like, oh, I signed up for the training, but I haven't received any information. Well, part of y'all did not receive any information because you didn't provide your email address. So therefore, we have no way to send you the link. We have no way to send you the workbook. So if you signed up for the training, for the 3-day training that starts tonight at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, please email supportca@ashleyensevents.com if you did not put an email address in. Some of y'all have purchased products from us in the past, so we were able to find an email to contact you that way. But some of you guys, you've never purchased any products from us. You haven't been to any other workshops. You haven't been in any classes or any courses. And so literally, we have no way to contact you. Okay. So yes, you said you received the email. Good. Can you still sign up? Yes, if y'all can sign up before 4 p.m., that would be great. We can keep it extended into then because we got to have time to be able to get y'all the workbook, and we got to have time to get y'all the link to be able to come into training tonight and tomorrow and Sunday. So if you still want to sign up, yeah, click the link in my bio, tap the first button, and you'll be able to sign up. You don't see your taps? I don't know. It says we're at 3,300, so somebody's tapping. Somebody's tapping. We're at 3,300. The last time I looked, we were like at 1,400. So yes, so keep tapping. Y'all help out E Danielle. Don't let her tap and share by herself. Um, You said the look today is giving Big King. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, my love. Thank you. Thank you. Tap, tap, tap. Are y'all enjoying this? Hey, Add to Cart Beauty. Y'all enjoying the new camera over on the tube? I'm excited. I'm just like, I cannot believe it took me this long to think about like a way to back in this. Now, I do have a new, I think it's a 4K, and it films in 1080. Like, even though they have cameras that are more powerful than that, when you're looking at social media and what shows up there, 1080 frames seems to be the max. So I have an external camera coming. It's supposed to mimic like a DSLR, this particular one I have coming. So, I can make it look, y'all know how like on the Housewives shows, how they do the confessionals and they have like kind of like the blurred background and stuff. And it kind of creates like a good lighting beam around them. I'm excited to be able to do more stuff like that. And I'm on the fence if I should do like the soundboard with the camera and all of that stuff. But I'm thinking about ordering one of those little mini mobile ones that you can use. I'm really, really thinking about it. So yeah. Thank you, E Danielle. Y'all tap the screen, share the live, tap the screen, share the live. While y'all are tapping the screen to get us to our first 10,000 likes and y'all are sharing the live, can y'all give me housekeeping, housekeeping, housekeeping so I can test the delay? I need to test our delay. And so I can go ahead and get announcements out of the way. So as soon as we get to the 10,000 likes and 50 shares, we can just go ahead and get into content today. Okay, so housekeeping number one. If you guys do not know this, TikTok is supposed to be going black. They said by March of 2026. So basically, in September, they're supposed to have an app ready that's called M, like like the letter M, like M as in Mary. Okay. And this will basically be a US version of TikTok. And from what I understand, only people in the United States will be allowed to be on this version of TikTok. If I'm being honest, I don't I don't think I'm gonna be participating. Um, if I do, it'll probably only be like lifestyle and cooking over there. So, long story long, if you want to stay connected with me, I would highly encourage you to join my community. Okay, join the kingdom. It is free, it does not cost you anything at all. When you click the link in my bio, you're going to scroll down to the free 99 section. Inside of the free 99 section, you will see a button that says Royal Court, and you can join. And so I can send email updates and tips. And whenever I do business trainings. Hey, Aunt Jackie. Thank you for my kissy face. Whenever I do business trainings, we'll be able to stay connected. And whenever we're I was going back and forth. I think we're gonna have like a couple of free channels in the Discord. I was gonna keep the Discord for our paid members only, but we'll probably do some free channels in there too, where we can really like get down on it about certain things. So anyway, if you want to stay connected, you can do that. You also can follow me on the tube, on the YTube. You can follow me over there. I'm at King Ashley Ann everywhere, and we can stay connected that way. But yeah, that's that. And y'all are going to start hearing me mention it more and more and more to try and start transitioning people over. Y'all already know we have like a lot of censorship going on right now on the current platform we're on. I believe that it's going to be absolutely insane on this app, on the new app. And then also part of the fun of TikTok has always been that you can connect with people from all over the world, that we can see information and news. Thank you, Blessed. Thank you, Blessed, so much for my bow knot. So they're like essentially taking, you know what I mean? Like they're taking the Riz out the app. So I was like, what the crap? So anyway, so that's that. Housekeeping number two. If any of you guys want to come to the private training that happens tonight, you need to click the link in the bio. You need to tap the first button. Okay, click the link in the bio, tap the first button, and you will be able to register until 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. So that's about 90 minutes, because we need time to be able to give you the workbook, and we need time to be able to email you the link. And when y'all register, please make sure that you put your email in. If you register for the training and you don't provide your email, we don't have a way to communicate with you and get you the information you need for training. And y'all remember, this is a 3-day training. So we train from 6 to 8 tonight. We train from 4 to 7 on Saturday and from 4 to 7 on Sunday. Sunday could go out to 8 p.m. I do Q&A every night, so we'll have Q&A tonight as well. But normally the last day, it's y'all have a lot of questions on the third day. One, because it's 3 days of training, and also y'all realize it's this is the last time. So Sunday night sometimes goes past 7 o'clock, just to give you guys a head up. It's only 97 instead of 9,990. Not instead of $997, it's only 97. So if you want to click the link in the bio and sign up and register, do so. And we're gonna have us a good old time this weekend. Okay. Next piece of housekeeping that you guys need to know about. Oh, you know what? We hit 10 stacks. So let's go ahead. Oh, we only own 32 shares. Y'all keep sharing the live, but let's go ahead and get started because like I said, I gotta get off. I think I'm gonna try and get off of here around 3:20. So I have time to set it. It's a lot that goes into our events. Like y'all will see when y'all get in, as far as like the production level. We have like multiple camera angles. It's like lighting. We have to do sound check, microphones. Sometimes I make updates to my slides at the last minute. So I need to be able to get ready. So anyway. Everybody say, hey, God, hey, because that's who gave me the gifts of business, beautification, and hospitality. I've been able to use them to make a crap load of money for myself. But more importantly, I've been able to help almost 900 people create 6-figure incomes. And I have 182 clients who have done $1 million in less than a year. If you're in here and if I've helped you make money, drop the money bags, the dollar signs, the credit card emojis, the euro, the yen, the dinero, whatever makes you feel good down in your shana na. I have three rules for anybody that comes in. Number one, I get on here and I teach for free what people charge thousands of dollars for and hundreds of dollars for. So what I ask for you guys in exchange of my service is that you help us increase the kingdom. Okay, you help us grow. uh, so share with your mama, your daddy, a pimp, a player, a helper, a hustler, somebody on your upline, somebody on your downline, somebody on your team, somebody with a dream, somebody who is trying to build a business, someone who wants to be a content creator, someone who is in business and they need help with their sales and their revenue. Okay, sell with somebody, share with somebody who's trying to come up. That's what I ask that you guys do. Rule number two, if I say something and you don't know what it means, you don't understand it, speak up. Okay, speak up. No one's going to make fun of you here for not knowing what something is. Do y'all know that 80% of Black owned businesses go out of business within 18 months, not because they don't have a good product, not because they don't have a good service, not because, they're not talented or wonderful and amazing, is because they don't understand business. And business is a skill set outside of what you do on a day to day. So, long story long, you come in here and I help you understand your business. All right. And rule number three, if this is your first time, don't let it be your last time. Make sure you follow, like, subscribe wherever you're watching me at. Wait, let me show y'all. Let me show y'all this. Watch this. I learned a new trick. Everybody on YouTube can see it. Boom. You want to come to the 3-day training today? Didn't that look professional? Y'all like that? I'm trying to learn how to do production while I live stream at the same time. But yeah, you want to come to the 3-day event, baby. 3 days of training on how to make money fast. Click the link in my bio, tap the first button. You need to make sure you register before 4 p.m. Central Standard Time today. Aha! Y'all see that? Y'all like that on YouTube? I'm proud of myself. And y'all, if it starts glitching too much over here in TikTok, you can come to the tube. Y'all can come over to the tube. Y'all see that? Y'all seen that? Baby, wait. I'm finna be doing that for everything. Wait till I get my RTMP code. And I'm set up over here. Okay? I'm set up. So exciting. Okay. Anyway, everybody, you know what I want to see. Ready. Let me see it roll through those comments. And side note, for any of you guys that do not know, the commander in chief, the guy that currently occupies the White House, Big Orange, he has announced that there is going to be a 35% tariff on goods and services, basically imports that are coming from Canada. And the stock market had a huge reaction to this in a negative way. He has also announced an additional 25% tariff on goods coming in from Japan and Korea. Okay. He has also announced a 50% tariff on goods coming in from Brazil. And now, as of was it Wednesday, he's bouncing around a 200% tariff on medicine and pharmaceuticals that get imported into the United States. And again, I know some people, don't understand this, but I'm just saying to make this very, very clear. Tariffs are taxes on us. And every time he puts a tariff on, it's it's like us in America slapping ourselves and threatening people like if you keep doing this, I'm gonna keep slapping myself. We, the American people, the consumer, we are paying for this, okay? And it's making things ridiculously expensive, okay? And I'm just talking about basic items that everybody needs: your gas, your food, your clothes, your shoes, okay, your softwares, your electronics, a roof over your head. A lot of people don't realize that a lot of the wood that we use in our homes here in America to build them comes out of Canada because of the climate. Their trees are stronger, so they have much stronger wood. Yep, utilities are going up, everything across the board. So anyway, long story long, you need to be making more money. Now, y'all know since Saturday, I've been talking to y'all about the big, beautiful bill. I was laying out, why everything was going on up, the services that they were stripping away from us here in America. And then I started explaining to you guys the handouts, the subsidies, and the tax cuts that they're giving to the wealthy, to corporations, and to investors. And so a lot of you guys have probably derived at this point that you need to have a business. It's what's going to be best for you is having a business. Thank you, Miss Incredibles Corner. Thank you, Lord. Love. Yes, thank the Lord too. Okay, that's what's going to be best for you because you have probably figured out you are not going to be able to leverage a lot of the write-offs and the subsidies and a lot of the breaks, and especially when it comes to like your capital gains and your profits, not having to pay taxes on them unless you have a business. Hopefully everybody has put two and two together now that we have gone through all of those things. So I wanted to give you guys an overview of the things that we're going to be covering this weekend. And so what you see in front of you is a funnel. And this is how we start the process of building a successful community. Brian, thank you for sharing the live, aka a successful business online or offline. Now, this weekend, we're going to be focused specifically on building digitally and through social media. Okay. So, if you understand the basis of this funnel, you will be able to understand how to make money and you will be able to basically turn your phone or your laptop into a cash printing machine. And you will not have to show your face in order to make money. I have several pages that do well and they make me goo gobs of money, and you don't see my face because I understand this concept very well. So everybody, if y'all want to take a screenshot, by the way, of this, just to help you remember until you get it in your mind, you can do that as well. Now, why is it, y'all? A lot of y'all's comments that y'all are doing, it's filtering them, and I don't know why. I don't like. Why is it? Why is it hiding somebody giving me heart hands? Why is it hiding that? That's crazy. Just got an emergency alert, 911 outage in Pennsylvania. Oh, is there? Oh, I gotta look into that, E Danielle, and see what's going on. He says, but it's like the censorship is crazy. It's censoring somebody for sending me a heart hand. Like what the crap? That's crazy. Anyway, so, okay, first thing first, awareness. Everybody needs to understand this. Awareness is important. You're not going to make money if people aren't aware of you, if they're not aware of your community, if they're not aware of your products, if they're not aware of your service. Okay, so awareness is the top of a funnel. The top of the funnel basically means the where you're going to have the most people participating. The reason they call this a funnel is because as you go through every step of this, there are fewer and fewer participants, right? So it looks like a funnel, okay? So awareness, this is where we meet people. So for us being able to build businesses and being able to build a business that you can manage while you may still have another 9 to 5, while you may be a mom or a dad, a caretaker, a college student, while you may be, someone that's retired, maybe someone who's on a fixed income, right? You may be someone who is bedridden or you can't work a traditional job for whatever. This is a great way to be able to create income for yourself, okay? So, awareness. What I tell people for the most part is to pick two social media platforms. Can you do five, six, seven? Yes, but once you start actually actively utilizing your social media to make money, meaning you're making money from affiliates, you're making money from brand deals, you're making money from selling your own products and services, you're making money by getting people to book appointments, right, with you. You're making money because the app actually sends you a check every single month, okay, because of your content. What I'm telling you is once we get into those areas, you will see that it actually takes a good amount of work to be able to create content in the format that those people are going to like to see it, to be able to edit it, and to be strategic with your offers. And because of this, you will see that it takes a good amount of time. You know what I mean? Like you may be spending 2 to 3 hours a day on those two social media platforms. You will see quickly it's not as easy as you would think to have like 6, 7, 8 platforms going on at one time. Now, once you get your system together on those one or two, and if you want to evolve into other platforms, then yes, you can evolve into those other platforms and start using them. But I always tell people to do two. Okay, just two, one, two. So you're going to pick the platform that you love to be on. And you're going to pick the platform where you think your ideal customer is going to be. Okay. Hey, OMG, I love your earrings. Thank you for the heart, me love. Does that make sense to everybody? That's the first step of this. And I'm just trying to get it to y'all in a simplified version. So if you feel like you really, 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 really love TikTok, but you think that your ideal customer is on LinkedIn, then you would choose TikTok and LinkedIn for your right to go into the awareness portion. If does that make sense? And this is important because every platform does not like to consume content in the same way. Okay? Things that you can do here on TikTok, you cannot do them on Facebook. It's not going to hit. Okay. Hey, Nene, something that you can do on LinkedIn, you can put it may do great on LinkedIn. You'll put it here on TikTok and it's going to flop. Okay. Content specs and parameters, like they're really, really big on quality on YouTube. And uh, somebody's going to get offended by what I'm about to say, but I'm not saying this to be offensive. Okay. I'm just telling you the truth. A lot of people on YouTube put a lot of time and effort into the quality of their content. And so there's a certain expectation for the end user and for the viewer for you to have quality content as far as in like the clarity of your camera, the sound with your microphone. Also on YouTube, a lot of times they want to see you like you need a schedule. You know what I'm saying? That content better be up every Thursday by 3 o'clock. You understand what I'm saying? And even I'm in the YouTube partner program. They even tell us in the partner program that they would prefer us to produce less content that's higher quality than for us to be pushing out a bunch of content. Okay. Now over here on TikTok, you can push out 20, 30 pieces of content a day. You can use your phone. You don't need a microphone. You don't have to have good lighting. You can be in the bed with your bonnet on, okay, in your robe, and people gonna interact with it. They're gonna engage with it. And so sometimes when people try to go from, if y'all look, a lot of creators that are really, really big on TikTok, when you go look for them on other social media platforms, that a lot of them don't even have 10,000 followers on another social media platform, because what they're doing on TikTok only works for TikTok. It doesn't meet the quality standards to be on other platforms. Also, on other platforms, they want you to be very, very niche specific. I hope that makes sense. And I'm not saying that as a diss. I'm just telling the truth. And anybody that is a content creator and that makes money from their social media platforms, they will tell you. They will tell you. This is why you'll have people that will transition from like YouTube or Instagram to TikTok, and they will be able to grow very well on TikTok, because TikTok also likes content, that's like high quality and well produced. Okay. I understand that. All right. Does that make sense? But the parameters aren't as stringent on TikTok because TikTok is more community based. So where you are meeting your people is extremely important. So I am telling you this, like, that's what I'm saying, pick two so you don't get overwhelmed, because those two platforms are probably going to want to see content produced in a different way. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense to y'all. Okay. You said, now that I think about it, yeah, like it just is what it is. Okay. Now the next part of the funnel is attention. Okay, attention. Attention is literally the key to you being able to convert. It is the key to you being able to build followers. It is the key to you being able to make money. Okay, blink, blink, blink. And understand when it comes to these social media apps, if you want to be a creator that gets paid like actually from the app because you're paid for your content, you paid like right, your views matter more than your followers. And y'all got to get this through your mind. A lot of y'all get frustrated because you are like, well, I'm not getting the followers. But if you're getting the views, and more importantly, if you're getting the saves and the commentary, you're winning. That's actually a lot more important than getting the followers. Followers are cool, but when you're trying to push a product, when you're trying to push a service, when you're trying to push people to come into your store, when you're trying to when you're going to a brand and you're pitching yourself and you're saying these are my demographics and these are my insights, these are my impressions, this is my reach, they are paying you based on your views. Yes, views over followers. This is how we have people that sometimes they only have 4 or 5,000 followers, but they're making like $5,000-$6,000 every single month from their content. Okay, so we're just trying to keep that in mind. So when you're posting, you need to figure out, how am I going to produce content that's going to give me a good amount of reach? Now I'm gonna tell y'all a secret. Hey, sweet misery, what's going on, babe? Hold on, y'all. Let me turn this down. I'm gonna give y'all a secret. Okay, it's called the 2-1 rule. Everybody, or 2-1 rule. And if you hear somebody else talking about the 2-1 rule, tell me, because they stole it from me. Okay, now if they want to give me credit, be like, hey, Ashley Ann put me on this. I'll be like, yeah, that's what's up. Okay, the 2-1 rule. The 2-1 rule is very, very simple, and this is input for most content. For you to be able to get paid from it, it has to hit a certain time threshold, or it needs to hit a certain view threshold. So like on Threads, I get paid for my posts that get over 5,000 views, which is pretty easy for me on Threads, because a lot of times I put up posts on there and I'm rolling into tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands. About 2 or 3 times a month on Threads, I will have a post that gets millions of views. Okay, so Threads is not that. Threads don't care how many followers I have. They care about how many views I'm getting on that piece of content. Okay, on TikTok, they want a specific amount of views, but my video has to be over a minute long. So y'all know that social media platforms typically aren't designed to keep people's attention span for a long period of time, except for YouTube. YouTube has always been designed for long format content, right? So if I'm on TikTok and I want to get paid, I have to produce that piece of content that's going to be over a minute long. It has to be original. I can't use a green screen. A lot of y'all seen a bunch of creators crying about that a few days ago. That's that because a lot of them use green screen, and so that made a lot of their videos instantaneously ineligible to get paid. Right? So how am I going if I'm on a platform like TikTok, which is designed to push short form content, how do I get somebody to pay attention to my 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute video post? I have a video post right now that's like 8 minutes and 45 seconds, and it's going viral. People will watch if it's engaging enough. The attention, that's going to be your hook. And nobody really talks to y'all about hooks. A good hook, one, is for a specific group. Nobody tells y'all this, but I'm keeping it a buck. If I get on here and I'm trying to appeal to everybody, I'm probably, hey Tony, I'm probably not going to have the watch time that I'm looking for, and I'm probably not going to be able to get the paycheck that I'm looking for, because my retention is going to be low, right? Because I haven't hit a specific group of people to say I'm talking about you. Okay? Also, outside of the hook, you need a high retention time on your videos. This is where the 2-1 comes in. So if you post a video that's short, like 7 seconds, 15 seconds, 9 seconds, and like, so let's say, you have a video, you're going to put out this video. Let's say the video is going to be, is 96 seconds or something like that when you finish recording it and editing it. Okay. You got a 96-second video. You're like, hey, I'm going to put this out here. I'm going to kill them with this. But you haven't been getting like the views or the retention that you would like. Well, before you put out that 96-second video, you're going to put up 2 short videos. Okay. And you need that video literally to be like 7 seconds, maybe 9 seconds. You're not trying to get paid from that video. What you are doing is you're building up your retention percentage. So you want as many people as possible to watch 100% of their video. So it could be a tip, it could be a loop, it could be, pictures or something. You can play a game, you can ask people questions. It doesn't have to be anything major, okay? But we're doing something. Hey AJ, we're doing something that's short, okay? So you're gonna do that little 7-second video, and then you'll post your long video. So I didn't have time to do two of them the other night. Let me see how many views is on this one that I'm telling y'all about. Because so that way y'all know. So because if you go to my page on TikTok, you'll see that I literally posted a 7-second video right before that one. Okay. Let me see. Is it 7? Yeah, it's right at 7 seconds. That's right before that video. And then I put up, let's see, an 8-minute and 16-second video, which is crazy because people will say, people on TikTok won't watch an 8-minute video. Yes, they will. Yes, they will. If you have a good hook, okay, and if we have a higher retention time, it will. Okay, so I don't want to say it's a way to trick the algorithm, but if you have these little short videos that have high retention percentages like 75, 85, 95%, the app will push more people to you because they're like, oh, people like their content. They have a high retention time. Hey, Vogue Room, what's going on, honey pie? So then the video next to it so far has 193,000 views. An 8-minute video, 8-minute and 16-second video on TikTok, I've racked up over 193,000 views. And that particular video, even though I wasn't looking for followers from it, picked me up like 3,000 or 4,000 followers in the past 2 days. Okay. So literally before some of y'all can kind of reset your algorithms, and this works on Instagram too. It works on the gram too. You do the short video first, get that retention rate up, then you drop your longer content, the content that you want to be paid for. Now, if you are a person and you don't care about getting paid from the app, you just want to sell your own products and services, you still want to do some of those short videos because you want the app to push people to your page so they can see your products and services. And then you go ahead and do whatever the content is, that niche specific content that's going to get you your customers and your clients. I hope that makes sense to everybody. That's just like a really easy trick. So your hooks, you need to be speaking to a specific group. We're not trying to talk to everyone in a broad sense. And then you're going to use those shorter videos literally just to build up your retention. That's all you're doing with them, okay? And for whatever reason, Facebook is obsessed with reels right now. So if you're using this in the reels, doing like those shorter reels before you do the 1 to 3 minute reels, it works too, okay? Now, so awareness, we're going to choose the platform. So maybe you want to be on Facebook and LinkedIn. Maybe you want to be TikTok and YouTube, okay? Maybe you want to be the gram and Snapchat. I don't care. Okay. You're going to pick your 2 social media platforms. Then we're going to figure out how do we get attention on that social media platform. Okay. And y'all, with the hook, there's a verbal hook, a written hook, and a visual hook. We'll get into all of that tonight in the training. Well, it won't be tonight. We'll start getting into that. I think Saturday, the second day, is when we start breaking down the different types of hooks and how you use them all together. Okay. Then we got to go to action. So this is lead magnet. This is how we basically make money. All right. So as people take action, which is AKA, you're asking them for permission to communicate with them outside of the app. It's like asking for their number, right? You're asking for their number, you're asking for the email, you're saying, I want to be able to talk to you outside of this social media app. How do we do that? This is how we build our list. We put people in our community. So things that people like to do that they feel is worthwhile as far as you guys staying in community. People love channels. People love groups. They like free courses and classes. They like coupons if it's a coupon for a good amount. You can't be out here talking about, I'm going to give you 5% off of your first order. Nobody cares. But if it's like 15%, 20%, or free shipping and stuff like that, then people will typically sign up for those. If you give very valuable information, reminders, if you have really cool, like behind the scenes stuff that's exclusive that people get, they like those too, and they will sign up for that. So you need people to take action. Either you need them to text you or you need them to click a link in your bio so you can start emailing them. That is how we make money. I don't care what anybody tells you. The creators that are making lots of money online, thank you, AJ. Thank you, love. The creators that are making a bunch of money online, we have lists. basically we have a way to communicate with y'all outside of the social media app. And this is important because you don't own these apps. So I just told y'all in the beginning of this stream, what I tell you, I said TikTok is going black. They anticipate March of 2026. In September, they plan to drop this app. Okay, they want everybody, they're going to try and get you to transfer your content from TikTok over to which is an American only version of TikTok. And then TikTok's going to go black. So can you imagine being silly enough to not try and put your people into a Discord, to not try and put your people into a club, to not try and put your people into a group, to not try and put your people into a WhatsApp, a Telegram, a channel, something? Blink, blink, blink. They gotta be moved. They gotta be moved over to something. And also, every time you post, everybody doesn't get your notifications. Everyone doesn't get your alerts. So for you to be sitting over here thinking like, oh, it's good enough for me to just build an audience on the social media platform, you're insane. Okay. Also, when you have a sale, a special, a deal, a promotion, anything like that, people, you're able to text and email them and let them know what's going on instead of just praying and hoping they see your post. And it also saves you a lot of money because you don't always want to have to put five, 600, 1,000, 2,000, $10,000 up to run ads. Being able to campaign internally instead of being 100% being forced to campaign externally is a game changer, and it will 2x and 3x the amount of profits that you end up with at the end of the year. Okay, so we need people to take action, aka join our community, or get the freebie. Okay, your lead magnet is a free 99, is whatever you want it to be. Okay. Then acquisition is going to be our fourth A in the funnel. Okay. Acquisition, what purchasing? Okay. We want the client to purchase. I got your number. Okay. Give me your number and I call. Okay. We got all of that. We got the number. We got the attention. We locked in on building out our platform with people that are going to buy from us, right? If you're following a lot of stuff that I teach you, you've realized you don't even have to show your face and you can make a lot of money on these platforms. Well, now it's time to purchase. We want our clients to purchase. We want them to seal the deal. Okay. We're trying to go together real bad. Okay. We're going out on this date. So this is whatever your offer is. Now I know some of y'all are like, well, Ashley, I don't really have a product. I don't have a service. All I want to do is, get on here and make my content and get paid. Well, that's great, but you should also be smart enough to do affiliate marketing then. Okay. If you don't have a product or a service, hey, Alyssa, I absolutely 100% recommend affiliate marketing. So that is literally going to be where you have products and services that relate to your niche, and you're going to promote those products and services so that you can get the kickback. Now, one of the things I am sad about on TikTok, their product, man, the the companies, if they like your content, they will put ad money behind them and you can run up really, really quickly. This is why you see some of those people, all they do is push products on TikTok. And you're like, how are they making $20,000, $30,000 a month? They're literally making that much off of commissions, because once the company likes the content that you put out, that company will put $5,000 or $6,000 behind your post. And every time somebody buys the little toothbrush holder, the dress, the software, they sign whatever it is they sign up for, you're getting money. Okay, blink, blink, blink. So if you're doing something niche specific, but you don't have like a product that you want to sell, or you don't have a service that's already set up, well, then we're gonna find products and services that fit our niche. And you don't have to find a lot. You can just find like 5 or 6 or whatever you want. And you're from time to time, you're gonna create content where you periodically share information about that and push people over. Okay. So now you're getting your money from the actual app paying you, and you're getting your money from the commissions, right? And if you real gangster, you're going to put together a media kit and we will go out and pitch brands. And I'll be honest, once you get real niche specific, you don't really have to pitch a brand. The brands will come to you. I know a lot of people that pitch. I'll be honest, y'all, I've never had to pitch. the brands just pull up on me and they send us offers. Now we have to negotiate so we can get to the price we would like to be at, but I don't have to pitch. And if you are very niche specific, you will find that you don't have to pitch either. Okay. And then the last A is going to be assimilation. You want your customers and you want your followers to be a part of your community. Okay. One of us, one of us. We want to assimilate. Okay. That we want them to come back. We want them to buy more products. We want them to share our content. We want them to work the comments. We want them to send the shares. We want them to recruit other people to come into our community. So that way your community can start to multiply, or it can be amplified based on the voices that are already there. Okay, so this is the baseline of how you build out a successful community that creates cash for you, how you're able to make money with your digital platforms. Okay, now we're going to get really in depth with all this stuff this weekend. For any of you guys that are coming to the training, I will see y'all in a few hours. If this information was helpful to you, if it made some light bulbs go ding in your head, if you realize like, you've been going about this the wrong way with trying to monetize a platform, or trying to build up a business on social media, you definitely want to come to training tonight. You can register for the next 51 minutes. So basically 4 p.m. is the cutoff time, because we got to have time to send you a link to training. And we also need time to send you the workbook. If you want to come to the training, click the link in my bio, tap the first button. You'll see all the details and you can register there. I'm trying to think. I think I like that's and then also any of you guys that register for the training, please include your email. Y'all are registering and y'all are not putting your email address inside of the system. So then we don't have a way to email you your workbook and your link to class. So some of y'all need to email my customer support, which is supportca@ashleyinvents.com, so we can get you a link, okay, to class. Does anyone have any questions today? If y'all got questions, I'll do Q&A for 5 minutes, and then I got to skedaddle so I can make sure we start on time. We're starting at 6 p.m. promptly, okay, Central Standard Time. Questions? Oh, I forgot I got to look over here on YouTube. I'm like really looking in the screen over here. I'm like, I can't see no comments over here. You said you came over. Do you like it better, Brian? Brian, do you like it better on YouTube than on TikTok? Hey, King Tech Service. Thank you, love. Look at my purse. The big Dior bag. In there. Look in the Dior bag that's in there. Anyone, please, what? Can you still come to the training? Yeah, click the link in the bio, first button. Hey. Oh, that was neat, girl. When I click your comment, it showed up on the screen. With your picture. That's cute. Hey, Brian. Look, y'all just learned something new. Hey, Alyssa. Shut up. That's cute. Okay, so I'm still trying to figure out, because I used OBS for a long time, but OBS is a little bit more challenging for me because I'm a simulcaster. And so StreamYard is a lot easier to control and produce like solo. When we do special events, I have a production team with me in the back end, but when I'm doing like live streams, I be by myself. So yeah. Does the workbook need to be printed? I personally would print it because I like to write. I like to physically write on things. Some people like to type though. If you want to type, you can type in your information, but I personally would print it for sure. That's just me because I like to write. Write the vision, make it plain. Okay, I'm about my life in Habakkuk. Okay, I I write stuff down. I like being able to like pick up a book or pick up a paper and flip through, or like make my little notes, or if I want to do like little graphics and stuff next to them, that's what I like. Doesn't have to be what you like, but that's what I like. What's the training about? Well, wait a minute. Let me do my new trick I learned. I love it. Y'all can't see it over here on TikTok, but on YouTube, baby, y'all prepare to be sick of me. Okay, y'all prepare to be sick of me. Now wait, hold on. Let me get to the right screen. And let me look. I'm finna really do the most. Wait, let me put my testimonials and receipts over here on YouTube. Hold on. I'm having so much fun on it. I'm having so much fun with this. Oh, look there, I just learned something new on like a camera slide. Now I already knew how to do this next part. Little mom. Ah! Y'all like my background on YouTube? Is it cute or no? Like I worked hard on this background. Do y'all like this on YouTube? Hey Crystal, hey love, how you doing? We getting ready to wrap up, girl. We in Q&A. I'm just over here doing the most. Y'all like that on YouTube? Y'all like that? Okay. Anyway, so what is the training about today? On YouTube, they can see me scrolling down another page inside of my custom background. Um, let's see. Basically, today I'm going to take you guys through a method that allows me to do over $100,000 a month over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, and how you can make money on your social media without even showing your face or actually having a product or a service. That's what I'm going to be training on today. You can get a seat, okay, like your spot, and you will have training today from 6 to 8, tomorrow from 4 to 7, Sunday from 4 to 7. What you're going to learn, I'm going to read directly from the page because it's here and everybody can see it. How we create an online business with zero technical skills, no coding, no large following, no experience, or without an online website. How to make money from your social media pages, even if you don't have a product. How to make money with your social media pages if you do have products and services. How to make thousands of dollars every single month with only having a few followers, and a 7-step monetization process that I use to get customers. Okay, so that's what you're going to get. If you register for the $97 spot, you get the training, you get a customizable workbook, and you also, as a bonus, get 13 low to no cost marketing ideas. And if you register as a VIP, you get all of that. Plus, you get replays each day. You get the emergency sales kit, and you get the 500K play ebook. And as a bonus, you get a 30 to 45-day lunch schedule. Okay. So boom, bada bang. And then y'all see down here, these are receipts. I'm gonna just leave it there. That's people that have worked with me and their real results. Okay. That's what that is on the page, bouncing around. Get into it. Okay. We got a lot of receipts. So that's what you get. That's what the training is about this evening, my dear. Boom. Boom, bada bang. Hey, look at me. Y'all better hype me up. Y'all said I'm showing out. I am, girl. I am. Okay. Yes, CC, I'm showing out. Okay. You love it. Thank you, girl. So you said you loving the YouTube channel. Thank you. Look, let me tell you, as soon as I can get this together, um, because TikTok is they used to be all secretive about their RTMP codes, but now that I was able to get my RTMP codes, I had to do it. I had to download like basically a TikTok studio video editor to my laptop just so I could get my codes. But now that I have my codes, I should be able to pop them over here into StreamYard too. So all of y'all will be on the same thing at the same time. And then I should be able to use, I probably still have to use 2 different monitors for the comments. Because they have it where they show up on screen, but they're really, really small on screen. So I'm gonna work on that, over the next week or so everybody's on the same page everywhere. But yeah. I made a sale for digital product and customer disputed with the bank is fraud. What do I do? So you want to show your page. You also want to show the receipt or where the customer purchased. And then in the back end, it should show where the customer got it should show the customer's email and show where the product was delivered, and you'll be good to go. That's how you take care of that. That's one of the reasons too we have y'all use specific CRM systems is because of that. Because there's always some shady people out there, And so literally when we can prove like, oh, this is the customer, this is their email, this tracks with their stuff, this is where they open it, this is how many times they open it, we're good to go. Should I unfollow the customer? I wouldn't right now. Wait until it's settled in your favor, then unfollow them. And then be friendly when you do your response. I'll be like, maybe the customer forgot that they purchased. You're welcome. But yeah, everybody, I don't see any more questions. So I'm going to skedaddle. And hopefully, I'll see you guys at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time tonight. And I'll see y'all tomorrow from 4 to 7 and Sunday from 4 to 7. Click the link in my bio, tap the first button. You want to register before 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. So that's 42 minutes away from now. So that, you can get out here and get into this training. And we also need to make sure we got time to send you your links and your workbooks. All right. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are on the planet Earth. Thank you so much for coming to hang out with me. If it's morning time or daytime where you are, have a productive and a prosperous day. If it's evening time, get yourself a good night's rest. Everybody that sent me a gift, thank you guys so much. Everybody that tapped the screen, thank you so much. Everybody that gave me a thumbs up on YouTube, thank you so much. Everybody that liked everything, thank you so much. See y'all later. Bye.